Hey everyone, it's Kristen. Um, so you're probably wondering about this. I thought since we were talking about Jem and the Holograms, the X-Men crossover print I bought, that it'd be fun to do make an 80s inspired makeup look. But I was digging through my makeup, I'm like, I don't have anything that would work for that. But so let me explain a little bit. I love makeup and I have lots of makeup, but a lot of it I don't use because it's kind of out there. But I like it. So I kind of collect makeup too, and usually um it's this kind of stuff. I bought it because it's Scooby-Doo. And I remember, watching that, of course. And I still watch it sometimes. I mean, it's a good cartoon. Not the newer versions of it, but like you know, the old 70s, and the Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Those ones, not the newest incarnation of it. I don't like that animation. I'm not a fan. Anyway, so this is some of the um, colors I'm wearing. I wore are from this palette. And I think it's fun because like they tell you the names like spooky, boo, ham sandwich, haunted. So haunted is this one. So that's just the first name. I just think they're fun. I mean, so I collect things like this that I wouldn't necessarily wear, but I think it's fun like to have it. So yeah, I also collect makeup. I have a superhero makeup collection as well, which I guess maybe one day I'll show you guys that. I mean, it's not like hugely extensive or anything, but it's fun. It all fits. I mean, it's pretty small, pretty flat, so it doesn't take up as much room as my all my superhero collection. And then I found these. They're actually makeup crowns, and they supposedly glow in the dark, which I don't know because I've never used them. But that's I also put those on my eyes as well, and I kind of blended in some of the pink with my blush because I didn't have a blush that color. Yeah, not I don't have a blush that's bright, and I could have gone like super way brighter, but honestly, I was a little scared, so I didn't do that. But I also remembered I have this Jim and Holgram's lipstick, and that's the lipstick I'm wearing today. It's from Sephora. And this is the first time I've ever worn it, because like I said, I'm normally in red. But I think this is a really pretty color. I mean, I like it. I might actually wear it, um, after today because it doesn't look too crazy or anything. It's actually pretty. So yeah, I might actually wear this. And then my hair, they had big 80s curls. This is pretty much what my hair looks like all the time. So I thought I'll just leave it. I don't normally do anything to my hair because I live in Texas and it's humid. And as soon as I try to straighten my hair or do anything with it, it just goes back to being super curly like this. So yeah. So I thought, well, hey, look, I already have the hair for this 80s theme going on today. And for an outfit, I looked in my closet thinking, well, maybe I have a Gem in the Hologram shirt, and surprisingly, I didn't. So I don't even remember where I got this, but I found this dress, and I'm not sure why I bought it because it's really not flattering and not really cute, and it made me think of the 80s because the dresses in the 80s aren't the best dresses, but they're not super flattering or super cute or anything. Like most prom dresses from the 80s, unless you're going to an 80s prom, wouldn't wear those again. So I will, kind of attempt to show you this, I guess. So, I mean, on this side, it's not too bad. But then you have this side, because it's a side zipper, and this does not want to lay correctly. Like it does not want to lay at all. So it does this, which looks really weird. And then you have this weird piece of extra fabric that just like poofs out. And then you have this, like this is the zipper, so it doesn't lay correctly. So Anyway, I'm like, I don't even remember where I got this dress, and I don't know why I bought it because it does not, it's not cute, it's not flattering. I wouldn't wear it. I wouldn't wear it out anywhere. Basically, I guess it would be. I guess I bought it with the intention of it being a date dress, but I don't think I tried it on in the store. I think it was what probably happened is I saw it somewhere and it was on clearance because I like to find a lot of my clothes on clearance if possible because I don't like to spend a lot of money on clothes because I'd rather spend money on superhero stuff, obviously. So I probably saw it on the rack and it was on clearance. It was my size and I thought, okay, I'll take it. And then I never wore it because, yeah. So today's the first time I'm wearing it, and yeah, it's not flattering, it's not cute, so I won't wear it again. But anyway, so for those of you that don't know, Jem and the Holograms was a TV show that premiered in the 80s. Of course, I didn't watch it during the 80s because I wasn't really around. I wasn't really around yet to know about it. So I think I discovered it when I was like 8. I was at my grandma's house in California, and she had cable. She had way more channels than we did, and I guess I couldn't sleep or something, so I went downstairs to watch TV, and it was like 6 in the morning, flipping through the channels, and I found this show, and I watched it. I think the first episode I watched was the one where Kimber and the princess look alike, like they could be twins. And I was just hooked. I loved that show. So every morning while I was there, um, I would set the alarm, the clock radio alarm for 6 o'clock in the morning so I could go downstairs and watch that show because they had one episode and then they had another one after that. And I don't even remember what network it was on, but I was just like, oh my gosh, I love this show. And that was about the same time, I was watching X-Men. So it's totally two different things, but two things I loved. And of course, when I got back to Texas, Jim wasn't on TV. So I had to wait a long time before I actually got to see like all the episodes. So just some more, promo DVD art. And this was her like catchphrase, kind of truly outrageous. She didn't, I mean, she's saying it, but she didn't like say it. And then here's the Misfits, which I mean, honestly, they made the show. You couldn't have Jim and the Holograms without the Misfits causing trouble. Honestly, it wouldn't have been as good of a show. Um, it's it's like the Jim and the Holograms live action movie they did, which I didn't watch. I haven't ever seen because they didn't have the Misfits in it, and I thought, well, how can you have the misfit? How can you have Jim and the Holograms without the Misfits? That's like having the Autobots without the Decepticons. It just like it's incomplete. It's an incomplete thing. Anyway. I was like, no, not doing it. And then I found out that they actually did a comic book of Jim and the Holograms, a new like updated comic book. I think this was like 2018, which um because of course I've been collecting comic books since I was little, but mostly just X-Men, honestly. So I didn't know about Jim and the Holograms comic books. I mean, where did you go to find out stuff like that? I didn't know at that point. So anyway, I'm just going to show you a couple of the images of the comic book, and of course they updated it, for modern audiences. It's not exactly the same, but it's still good. I still enjoyed it. Like I wish they had, continued it. Um, let's see, which one's this? No, sorry, got it out of order. Okay, so like here's a one of the Misfits, and so with the Misfits, this is a Jetta, which she's still British. They just changed, her to an African American, and this is Blaze, which is a new character that they made. If you remember, Clash was the one that was following them around, in the cartoon, which, so I'm kind of surprised they didn't make Clash, part of the Misfits, but I think I remember that one episode where Clash tried to sing because she was impersonating Jim and she was terrible. So that's probably why they're like, we should make a new character, a new Misfit into the mix. But Clash is still in the comic books, just not as much. And then here's another image of Jim and the holograms, which another interesting thing is Rhea. Here's like a picture of all of them. Rhea was actually a member of the Stingers in this comic book series, and instead of being, just an undiscovered drummer, she was actually with the Stingers, and then she decided to be with the holograms because the Stingers are kind of mean, kind of like the Misfits. They're not the nicest people. Okay, so anyway, the whole point of this is this print I found from Rage Care Studios. They have a shop on Etsy, and I'll put the link in the comments if you want to, get this or anything. But like, this is it. It's so fun. I mean, like, I love it so much, and I'll probably like hang it up and display it somewhere. I'm just not exactly sure where to put it yet, but you can see Rogue is wow, I'm drawing a blank. Kimber. Sorry, like drawing a blank. And it's funny because someone said that she looks like Reba McEntire, like online, and now I can't unsee that. And of course, Dazzler, they made her Jem, which makes sense. But at the same time, like I said, they kept everyone's hair color the same. And I think that's mostly also because if you put Dazzler in pink hair, I think she would look like Jem. You wouldn't really necessarily know that that's Dazzler, I feel like. And of course, Jubilee is Rhea, Storm is Shayna, and Psylocke is Aja. So, and I love that they put it on this poster on this holographic paper that shimmers. I just think that makes it, so much more fun than just plain paper. So I also, of course, had to get the Misfits, which you have Mystique as Pizzazz, which you'd think, okay, since they kept everyone with their normal hair, you would think that Polaris with the green hair would be Pizzazz because she has green hair. But the thing is, I think, well, anyway, so that's Polaris, Spiral as Roxy, of course, and Lady Deathstrike. Sorry, I don't know. It's hot. As I've said before, I live in Texas, and I have to turn on off the air conditioning when I do these videos because it's so hot, and the vent's right above me in this room, and I've tried to figure out where else I could do it. But I posted that short little video of the notebook, just so you could hear how loud my air conditioning is. So I have to turn it off for videos, otherwise you can't really hear me. So I apologize because, like I said, it's hot. I'm melting already. So anyway, Lady Deathstrike is playing Jeddah, and I think really the reason, honestly, that they made Polaris, which you're like, well, Polaris is a good guy. This is Polaris when she's possessed by Malice. You notice the choker. And I feel like they put her in as Stormer because in the original series, in the new comic book, Stormer's not really a mean girl. She's not a bad guy. She's actually the nicest one of the bunch. So really that dichotomy of being a villain but not a villain, that's why they put Polaris as Stormer, I feel like. So, and for those of you that don't remember, I just grabbed these really quick so you could see. So this we talked about when we talked about the video of Dazzler joining the team. But see, here's Malice right here. And Malice is, she doesn't have her own body. She's like a psychic entity, and she possesses people and takes over their body, and that's how she has like a physical form. So, yeah, like I said, we already talked about this comic. And this one, 219, is when we find out that Malice has possessed Polaris, and she becomes the leader of the Marauders for a long time. And she doesn't get, like, and they end up physically bonded together, like they can't be separated, Polaris and Malice, until Uncanny X-Men 250, where Zadaline, who's like the ruler of the Savage Land and is obsessed with keeping, the Savage Land under her control and power and stuff, takes away Polaris's powers for herself, and that actually finally separates Polaris and Malice. So, just, quick little update. So I'll just show you the posters again. Like I said, I love them. I will have to definitely find out where I'm going to put them, because I want to put them up. I want to display them. I'm not sure where yet. And of course, I don't want to put like anything over them, because then you wouldn't be able to see, it catch the light as much. But here, let me put them side by side. Like I said, I love them. I'm trying to, there, I don't know if they're even because I can't see. But yeah, I love them. They're so much fun. And like I said, I bought these. Like, Rage Gear Studios did not give these to me or anything. I bought these. I just wanted to, clarify. Like, I am not anywhere close to that point where people would give me stuff for free just because of my channel. No. I mean, that would be cool, but of course, if I did get stuff for free, I would, be honest about it and say, hey, I got this for free, from whoever, because they wanted my opinion. What? Anyway, so, yeah, so I bought them, and I'll put the link in the comments in case anyone else wants to buy them. I think they're still available. I'll double check, but anyway, I know this video was kind of way different videos than I normally do, but I thought it was fun. I thought it was, just fun to do something different for a change. So, actually, whoa, I almost forgot. Let me see. So Christy Marks is the, creator, director, of Jem and the Holograms. And I was kind of looking through my comic books the other day thinking, wait, why does that, sound kind of familiar? And well, anyway, she did her own comic book series called The Sisterhood of Steel. So, which I thought was really cool. So I think next video, we're going to talk about that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you liked it, kind of want to see more videos kind of like this, then just let me know. And yeah, thanks for joining me today, and I hope you join me again in the future. And until next time, bye.